Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Today we will take a look at the British pound, because actually I have taken a look at the major currencies, and it has happened so that in last week almost all major currencies have spent the time inside of some range. So no significant action has happened on the euro currency, on New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar. So we haven't seen something really special that could really makes us to prepare some, let's call it a new update on some long-term perspective on some currencies. So on the euro currency, as you can see, market is still coiling around the monthly pivot point, although some spike up has happened on Friday on the poor retail sales data. It was really very short term, and mostly the picture hasn't changed. As we have spent a lot of time discussing euro currency last week, so it probably doesn't make sense to talk about it again. On the New Zealand dollar, guys, market has completed the target on Thursday as rate has been cut on the New Zealand dollar. After that, it has turned some consolidation, bounced down, and it's also currently situation hasn't changed yet, and probably we need some more time to understand what really will happen. But as we haven't taken a look at the Great British pound, although situation hasn't changed significantly, but still it has shown some action, and we could make some update on the Great British pound. As you know, we mostly expect some upward bounce in a medium-term perspective on the cable, by some reasons. First of all, because market is approaching some important targets that stand slightly below it. Second, because the speculative short positions are overloaded and stands at the extreme high levels. I mean the short positions. And since the beginning of 2016, initially, as speculative short position starts to increase, the open interest has decreased. So it means that mostly the short position, the relative value of the shorts was growing compared to the longs due to the closing of the long position. But there's not much really new positions have been opened on the short side of the market. But presently the situation has started to change, and in the last month we see that the open interest has started to grow, and speculative shorts continues to increase. So right now it has led to really extreme levels of net speculative short position, and when the situation is happening, usually very soon market has shown the opposite action in opposite direction. So this will lead to some reversal, whether it will be to long term or short term, but some reversal probably will happen. So currently we expect something of that sort. So market right now shows the bearish signs in the short-term perspective, but still we think that after the major targets will be hit, it's probably a real significant retracement could happen. So that leads us to two major steps of our trading plan. The first step is that we expect some reaching of the downward targets first. The second step, we wait for upward retracement. Speaking on the targets, we think that market really could reach an area around 124, 125. That's next destination point. Because if you will read the weekly research, you will see that on the monthly chart, we have all-time ABCD pattern with the 1618 target. So a bit minor target has been hit at 130.80 area on the Brexit drop, while next destination points around 126 has been hit. So we think that also could be touched. Also, we have the target on the weekly chart, it's also 125. And right now on the daily chart, as you can see, in general, we have talked about this butterfly already on last week. So you can see that 127 stands at approximately 125. 70, probably 1618 stands at 124 area. So maybe this reversal could happen particularly by this pattern. Also take a look here, we see the signs of the bearish dynamic pressure. So while trend has shifted bullish after the Brexit drop, market still stands flat and it hasn't closed the gap. It has appeared right after the Brexit has happened. Market has moved below the monthly pivot point and right now is approaching to the bottom, it's 128, and take a look, monthly pivot support 1. In the case of the breakout, and this breakout probably should happen because we have the bearish dynamic pressure. Bearish dynamic pressure tells on the possible taking out of these lows. Stops probably will be triggered and market could show the acceleration right back down. Also guys, this really market looks very heavy because last week we have some statistics that was not really favored for United States dollar, but we did not see any positive reaction on the Great British Pound. Even on Friday, as the poor retail sales have been erased, take a look what the action has happened. No reaction, no positive splash. Even on the gold market, on the euro currency, we have seen some upward action. But here, nothing of that sort. It just tells how Great British Pound right now is depressed and how heavy it looks. So that's why we think that next week probably we could get some further downward continuation. On the 4-hour time frame chart, last week we said about this really strategy with this head and shoulders pattern, because as market has touched the neckline and dropped, this was really absolutely unnatural. I don't want to speak even again on this too extended shoulder. So currently you see everything by yourself. So on the bad retail sales, you can see this was minor jump, but after that market even dropped below this channel to the downside. So we see some moving below, in an area below the range of this downward channel. So that's why we think that in the next week probably market will take it out of these lows and this hand shoulders pattern will fail finally and absolutely. So that's why as stops will be triggered below these lows, market really could show some downward acceleration. So that's our current feeling of the British Pound. Also guys, one thing that I would like to say is about the foreign policy of the United Kingdom. And this mostly has relation to some really big perspective, large perspective, but it seems important to me because currently guys, as you see, the force balance on the Middle East is really changing. So this is forming some kind of the coalition of the Russia, Iran, Turkey maybe, Syria, and Egypt. And this really could be a very strong fist that could really dominate and hold and lead to an order on the Middle East. So it could control the region. A lot of projects right now are driving there. So this is the Turkish gas stream. Russia starts return back to the South Stream. Also, Syria should be rebound from the edge of the war. So it should be a lot of building projects could be reestablishing or repairing of the country. So a lot of different projects with India and Iran with the transition of the goods from the Middle Asia, from the India, and contraction of different contracts with the China. So development of this area is really a huge amount of the potential programs and contracts for the private companies. And the meeting that is planned right now between the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Theresa May, with the President of the Russian Federation, Putin. So it's really very interesting combination that the United Kingdom has taken. So they have left the European Union, and now they really release their hands. So they should not follow the sanctions that controlled by the Brussels, and they currently have no obligation to follow them. So they really have the free hands to deal with the Russia and discuss the possible projects. It really could be driven, and that really could help Great Britain to pass through the Brexit, some kind of, let's call it a crisis maybe. So they could easily pass through it and get the new power and new push for Great Britain economy of the Great Britain. So this really very interesting situation right now is forming, and the situation currently stands so that who comes first to this new force power that's now is creating in the world, they will get more advantage. Who comes later maybe will get nothing. So that's why while the Brussels stands on the burden of the bureaucracy and just follow to really not really favorable for European Union the policy of the sanctions and so on. So Great Britain right now is taking the steps and trying to match the reality, this political reality that now is forming. So they really could become the first and get the more advantage in this new ongoing process. So this meeting could really lead to the far-going consequences. That will be very maybe profitable for United Kingdom. So we will see. But this is really long-term perspective, guys. In the short term, we expect the action that we have just discussed in our daily video.